Supreme Court reinstates pro-Wike Rivers state lawmakers. Are you sure they were reinstated? Is reinstatement the issue? Now wow. The Supreme Court on Friday upheld the Rivers State House of Assembly led by Martins Amewule as the legally recognized legislative body in the state. Nigeria News reports that a 5-member panel of justices led by Justice Owani Abaji issued the ruling, with Justice Emmanuel Agim delivering the lead judgment. So the court also restrained the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Accountant General Federation from disbursing budgetary allocations to Rivers State until a valid Appropriation Act is passed by a lawfully constituted assembly. So in a unanimous decision, the panel ruled that Amewule and the 26 lawmakers accused of defection should be allowed to resume legislative duties without obstruction. Can you imagine? The court further directed that all members of the House of Assembly resume normal legislative activities without interference. Justice Agim criticized Governor Siminalayi Fubara for his actions, stating that he had chosen to destabilize the government by demolishing the assembly complex due to concerns over a possible impeachment attempt. Additionally, the Supreme Court overturned the previous Court of Appeal ruling that held the Federal High Court lacked jurisdiction over cases involving Rivers State funds. So the panel also imposed a cost of 5 million naira against Fubara and the Rivers State government payable to the Rivers State House of Assembly and Amewule. Can you imagine? When was this? God. Now, what is happening in this Rivers State? I'm telling you. So I love Supreme Court. They will go to the foundation of the case and sort them one after the other. Where is Femi Falana, who has been misleading the people of Rivers State on the previous judgment of the Supreme Court? Where all those people when they support Fubara? Una don't clear. I tell you now for this forum, say una go cry Rivers. It never happened now. Barrister Falana don't chop your money finish, Mr. Governor. I saw it coming. At last, the day of reckoning has come. Where is Falana? Congratulations to Wike and his men. Can you imagine these people now? Fayose warned Fubara, do not fight Wike. He didn't listen. Rather, he followed Odili and Ugochinyere. They were never sacked. Fubara and his supporters were just jesters. Supreme Court is a disgrace. Exactly. They have previous court rulings on defections and they've seen practical proof of defection. But now they choose to ignore the practical proof of defection by those people and to use their own discretion and technicalities to issue judgment. This is not good for our judicial system, I'm telling you. If the Supreme Court of Nigeria can pass a judgment this disgraceful, then there is absolutely no hope for any common man in this country. The Supreme Court of Nigeria does the bidding of Tinubu and his gang of crooks. They will stop at nothing to have their way. Well, except we the people stand up to them. I repeat, only the people, only we Nigerians can stop the death of corruption and bad governance in the country. For as long as we continue to fold our arms and watch these criminals with their bunch of dirty, rotten, and corrupt judges are there to plunder this country until there is absolutely nothing left to salvage. I'm telling you, and that is where Nigeria is going. Supreme Court of APC, nothing good can ever come out of it. Exactly. This situation is very, very terrible that we are seeing in Nigeria. The judicial system cannot be trusted. People defected, and you saw exactly what happened. But no, you choose to uphold that situation. So Wike has reacted to the Supreme Court judgment now that came out today. Wike is saying that Fubara deserves impeachment. Wike reacts to Supreme Court judgment. Can you imagine? Meanwhile, Lere Olayinka, his special aide, is saying that Ugochinyere will be preparing for defense. So the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has declared that the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, deserves to be impeached. The statement was made on Friday while speaking to the press. Can you imagine? So his remarks came shortly after the Supreme Court delivered the ruling earlier in the day upholding the reinstatement of the Martins Amaewhule-led faction of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The faction, which is loyal to Wike, was alleged to have defected from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressive Congress (APC). Governor Fubara and his supporters had argued that their defection should have resulted in the automatic removal from the assembly, but the Supreme Court ruled otherwise. Also, the Apex Court directed the Central Bank of Nigeria to withhold Rivers State's federal allocations until the state's budget is presented to the lawmakers. Can you imagine? They want to kill Fubara, I'm telling you. It's not just Fubara. They have killed democracy in Nigeria completely. There's no democracy in Nigeria. Let's be frank. There is no democracy in Nigeria. Someone said this is the best judgment so far. Hope Fubara will start packing his load and baggages because his days in the office are numbered. Nothing can stop his impeachment. So nothing lasts forever. Where is Gaddafi? India, The Gaddafi of India and Uganda, Adolf Hitler. Okay? And one day it will be storing when the soul is gone. Wike promised to teach Fubara politics. What politics? It's just because of this APC thing that they're doing. The writer of this report has fabricated lies and things the Supreme Court never mentioned. The Supreme Court only gave judgment on the local government election that was conducted and directed that their fund be withheld. The court only said that, the court did not talk about, now wow, what is her writing? The court only said that of the 27 defected members, they will inform the various parties when judgment will be given. So, fourth columnist, please help readers with the truth always and not set confusion. The Supreme Court never ruled that the defection of the Martins Amaewhule and the other 26 lawmakers of the days is invalid. Abi, they only ruled about the money. APC, in order based on that, they should be reinstated as the authentic faction of the assembly. Let anybody who is disputing what I have just said come out open to fault what I said. Okay. It's quite unfortunate. This situation in Rivers State, they have allowed it to degenerate to a point where there is no remedy again. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.